Hello and welcome everybody. I hope you can hear me well. It is 10 a.m. Central European Time. It's really hot. It's really hot right now. That's why I have this here. Who needs an AC? I would love to have an AC, honestly. It's 10 a.m. That means it's time for another music production live stream. Today is the 21st of June 2021. I am Felix Rösch, Berlin-based composer, mining the edges of electronic, ambient and classical music. And here on this channel you will find a very small and beautiful community of music makers from all over the world. If you would like to join, just say hi in chat. I read out every message. I also reply to every comment, so if you're seeing this after the fact, feel free to comment. You'll get a reply as soon as possible. If you'd like to chat outside of these live streams, we do also have a Discord server, so you could join that in the link of the description below. You will find in the description. You will find. It's just so hot, my mind is melting. You will find the link to the Discord server. If you would like to support this channel in any way, shape or form, or this community and this journey to a new album, you can do that by either hitting that like button. You can also donate some crypto, donate some good old fiat. You can also go to our shop here and, maybe you can get something out of this. Like you can buy the sheet music for the last EP, which, I spent a lot of time making this sheet music and this EP as well. So if you would like to play any of the pieces on that EP, you can just get that score. I hope it's a fair price. I'm not quite sure. I'm not able to just put in, I would love to put in a price here that you can basically just choose. Can't do that on this platform though. Anyway, good morning. Today, it's the beginning of a new beautiful week, and it's really, really hot, as you might have guessed right now. I think today we are going to look into this piece that's playing in the background already. I think it will be about a 2-hour stream, maybe a little bit more today. Let's see. Ruben is already here, says, hello Felix. Hello Ruben, how are you? How was your weekend? Did you have a nice weekend? I think I did. I think mine was okay. Spent lots of time on the lake. At the lake. I have a patch of sun on my face, that's why you feel so warm. Yeah. Well, no, actually, I don't know. It should be. There's no direct sunlight here in this through the window. I need to buy some window blinds actually. But hey, I think today we're going to look at this track here and just find a way to kind of make this work, hopefully. I forgot what we did here. I remember that it was not too bad, but let's find out, right? Let's find out. Ruben writes, weekend was busy as always. What? Okay. Same with the other work days. That's why I didn't say hello in a long time. Well, I hope you're okay. But I guess, I mean, there's worse in life than having too much work. Like having no work can also suck, right? But yeah, okay, weekends, work on the weekends. My girlfriend also has to work on the weekends from time to time. It's pretty exhausting, I get that. Especially when you then have to continue the next day. You know, when you work on Sunday and then it's Monday again. And yeah, you have the whole week ahead of you. It's pretty hard. And by the way, Ruben, you don't have to say sorry for not showing up. It's really, you know, I'm really happy whenever that you're even here. Like, really, I really appreciate that. Yeah, and he writes, but I'm glad you are advancing with the compositions. Yeah, well, it's slow and steady, right? We're moving. Okay, I'm really excited to hear this part here. As far as I remember, the recording quality was not so good. Yeah, the transition was pretty bad. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, this is pretty rough. Yeah, well, it's okay, I would say. It's okay. Ruben writes, it's a day off today here in Romania, and we're going hiking around the forest. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. I hope you brought some of these here. If it's just as hot in Romania as it is in Germany right now, man, I would. Well, but it depends on where you go hiking, right? If it's like a forest is a little bit colder already, and you know, if there's some water nearby and you have some, I think it can be really beautiful. Is it just as hot in Romania? Oh, okay, perfect. Ruben writes, weather is just perfect, 22 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's... Oh, I envy you, Ruben. That sounds really great. That sounds like you have a great day ahead of you. That's great. Ruben writes, I wish you a great session. Have fun. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Ruben. I mean, we will produce something today. We will, you know, I think I will literally be streaming every day until I have to go to the theater in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something. And even that will just be like 1 week. I will be there. Then we'll also be on holiday for 1 week, but you know, so there will be we'll be on hiatus for 2 weeks, and then I will be back again, and we'll just, you know, keep on pushing this EP and it's done when it's done. I'm not even sure if we'll release this this year. So yeah, but thank you, Ruben. Thank you. Okay, I would like to listen to the original here. The original, like in a sense that this was an improvisation, and there is like the first time we discovered this idea. No, that's not it. New. Where could it be? Okay. New. Okay, it's not here anymore. Wait, but where is the original? Oh man, it's really just too hot. You know, but the beautiful thing is you can watch these live streams. Like a couple of months ago, it was just incredibly cold, and I was sitting here freezing. Weather. It's just too hot. I can't really say anything apart from that. All right. Well, I like this here. I mean, this was okay. This is not too bad, and this here. Okay, that's basically just a fifth higher. Okay. Yeah, that's obviously not the best transition in the world. But this part is not too bad. And if we could incorporate this here. This fifth and the bass. Let's just take this here and copy that over as well. Well, the problem I have with this track right now is we could work on this and finish this and do something like, but I'm not sure if this will ever be worth the time we invested. But then again, how could you ever know? Yeah, we could basically write some kind of modulation that goes to that. Like, I mean, just 1/5, go higher 1/5 or lower 1/5. That's pretty easy. Yeah, this part here. Yeah, but the overall structure is meh. It's kind of meh. One of the great things with this kick drum here was in this original, that, you know, had this this piano mechanic sound that really, yeah, I think we'll have to feature that a little bit more, like the hammers, the sound of the hammers striking the strings and just doing these wood on wood sounds, because that's a pretty good top layer for this kick drum. You know, we don't have this here right now. All we have this ringing. Yeah, but that's really just adjusting the piano a little bit. I think what we'll do is we'll just listen to that a couple of times and then improvise with this structure in mind. Maybe that's a good starting point. I mean, up to that point, kind of the track kind of makes sense. That's okay. All right. Yeah, I think I'll close the windows and turn this room into a boiling room. And I will be just like, the music will be done when it's done. Right. Yeah, I think, and then I'll just start improvising and just try to take that, what we have here, and find some ways to combine that. Yeah, let's play that first, so we know all the parts. So we have this here. Of the material ready. Hey, Kel says, hi, I find it really hard to be productive in the summer heat. I'm more of a winter guy. Yeah, me too. Me too. I think, yeah. It's It's tough, but you know, this is kind of my job, and it's still fun. I'm still thankful that I'm able to do that here. You know, I'm thinking of at least getting like, what's this called, ventilator, like that basically does what I'm doing here, but just constantly. I think that would be maybe an investment, but let's see. But hey, Cal, it's nice to see you. Yeah, and we're pushing through. We'll just relentlessly going at it and just making music. You know, because that's I think if you don't do that, you know, if you just say, okay, no, today's too hot, I can't do it, then you will say that the next day as well, and the day after that, and at some point, you know, I think, yeah, you will not have gotten enough done to. Okay, I kind of like this here, but yeah, you will not get enough done to actually produce enough music so that it's, you know, you kind of have your portfolio ready when opportunity strikes. All right, let's see what this here. Okay, now all I want to find out is how. Okay. Cal asks, great, what's the plan for this track? Well, I like the grand plan for this. I don't really have a grand plan for this. Like, I think what I want to do now is kind of figure out what we can do with the material we have right now, because we basically have this kind of intro thing with this again 2 against 3 polyrhythm in this thing here, and then some melody, which but at this point doesn't reappear anywhere. Then we have this with a sidechain kick drum, which is kind of okay, and then we have this, which would be kind of a middle part, and then we go back to something like that. So this could be like an intro, A, B, A, and outro thing. And yeah, I'm still not 100% sure that this is like the best track in the world. It definitely is not. But you know, never give up. It could develop into something really special. So, oh, it's hot. It's just so hot. Especially when I close the window, there's not even any like there's a faintest idea of wind coming in here. Yeah, but yeah, that's, you know, that's the way it is. All right. And yeah, I want to work on this EP. I want to, or whatever it will be, like an album EP. I want this to be good. Good. Right. So I think what I'll do now is, what will I do now? And maybe we'll have the kick drum running as well, and then I'll just loop a short part where we just have like this, and then I'll record the piano here, and we'll just keep this going for 20 minutes or something, and then hopefully we can draw some conclusions from that, whether we would like to finish this track or there are some good ideas in there or not. and I think we'll find out very soon. Right. Okay, so that's about. Let's see, that's about 20 minutes. Right, so I will loop that just in case. Oh wait, no, I think I won't loop it. So okay, so we hear when the recording is over, because when the music stops, it's over. All right, okay. Cal says, I saw someone did a remix on one of your songs. What? Ah, yeah. I think it's called Golden Frog. That's cool. Yeah, that's actually. I heard one of his tracks. I think it's Paul Keilhau. He's here from Berlin as well, and I found one of his tracks on my release radar, and I really, really liked it. I especially loved his way of using percussion, because that's something I'm really bad at, I feel. And yeah, also harmonically, that he did some really great stuff there. And yeah, I just asked him, just found out his email address somewhere, just wrote an email to him and asked him if he would like to do a remix, and he said yes. Was a little bit surprised, but yeah, said yes, and then basically that was it. Couple of weeks later, I had this in my inbox, and it was pretty I loved it, really liked it, and then I released it, and that's I also designed a small cover for it, and but that was basically it. Yeah. But yeah, you had. I for every now and then I get people asking me if they could do a remix of a track, and then I'm always willing. So if anybody of you would like to do a remix of a track, I would like to send you the stems and everything you need for that. But just keep in mind, if I'm releasing that track under my name, not under my name, it's like your name will the name of the person doing the remix will always be listed there. So I'm. Won't do any ghost writing, ghost producing stuff like that. But if I release that with my name attached to it, there should be, there should be a certain degree of amount of quality to it that I feel like it actually, it helps both parties. So, and it's not like I'm still pretty small, but if the 1,400 followers get their release radar and it's a track I'm not really convinced of, I would not push that out and would not release that. So I had some cases where people had sent me remixes of tracks, and I didn't really like it too much, and yeah, then it didn't get published. But that's the risk. That's the risk involved in that. But yeah, Paul Keilhaus tracks, I really like them a lot. I like them a lot, and it's not even like he has a huge audience. I just really liked his music. So, all right, let's do some improvisation here. I'll just set up this microphone as well. Pan it to the right. All right, finally that's the left. Anyway. Let's take out some low ends, and now it goes to the piano. By the way, Cal, how are you? How's your day? Is it just as hot in the UK as it is here? I hope not. Yeah, my laptop is going crazy right now. It's just too hot. I think I just switched it off right now. But it's still going crazy. Oh my god. Okay. So I won't be able to read the chat for now. Yeah, just because the laptop is... I can't record when the laptop is just blasting like that. I mean, just listen to it. That's too loud. Is much better. Okay, so now I think we can actually start working. And again, that's one of the reasons I got this PC, because it's just so quiet. Even now, it's really just not making any noises. That's great. Okay, so I think we'll just start recording. Wish me luck. rough. But you know, we'll just keep on going for a bit, and then we'll see. And then I'll also take care of the camera because that just went off. get rid of this part, because I don't really know where this will fit. So yeah, okay, I think we can stop this here. I will just get a new battery. So now I'm going to open the chat again. So sorry I had this off the whole time. Kel writes, yeah, I'm hoping to... Wait. Before I get into that, let me just switch on the camera again. That was actually a picture taken for my side project, where I just do some kind of felt piano improvisations and release them into the wild and see what happens. All right. Yeah, let me just open the window again. Funny thing is, it's just not better. It's not better with the windows open. Good God, please make it stop. I seriously remember, in my childhood there were some days when it was really hot in the summer. Usually really hot meant like 25 degrees. 27, oh my God. It was 32 degrees, that's crazy. That was just on like 1-2 days in the summer, if at all. Some summers we didn't even have these days. Now it's like the summer starts with it. It's like the intro. And then there will be some middle part, and then it will return to this beautiful refrain, to this beautiful cooking state of let's cook Felix in his studio. All right. Some tasty Felix in his studio. All right, what I think this track will be is, let's just say goodbye to this here. Yeah, we won't do that. This is a nice part. It's not. Yeah, maybe this could be some kind of middle part, if at all. But what I just felt like was kind of working. Okay, Cal writes, yeah, I'm hoping to do some production today, but I don't do well in hot weather. Soon as I turn on my tube amps plus speakers, things get spicy. All right. Yeah, hey, good luck. Have fun with all that nice gear. That sounds pretty good. I think I'll just have this running here in the background right now and just talk over it. And when there's something interesting happening, we'll know, we'll see, we'll hear it. Francesco Miloni says hello. Hello, Francesco. Nice to see you. Yeah, by the way, Francesco, we briefly talked in chat, and not in this chat, but in the Discord. If you're new to this channel, we also do have a Discord server where we basically talk. You know, when I'm not live streaming, we can chat there. Link to that is in the description of this video. So if you'd like to join, just join us there. We're like a couple of people, not even a handful at this point. Yeah, but it's nice. It's nice to see you also in a place which is more like this here. Yeah, I think this part, it's some kind of a middle bridge part. You know, playing with this major minor switch. By the way, Francesco, how are you? Are you in your studio right now? With your gigantic air conditioner? That's my air conditioner here. It's a €1 gift from a garden I was... not gift, but €1 souvenir. And it's still there after like 2 years. It's probably the most sustainable air conditioner there is. It's also not the best. It's also by far the least effective. But you know, you can carry it around. You always have it with you. Yeah, and it looks fancy. It's pretty compact. Yeah. But yeah, it's not the most effective. I know that. Francesco writes, aha, yep, 25 degrees and it's totally fine. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Well, it's, to be honest, here it's 27 outside, but it feels like I'm cooking. And here we go into this Radiohead-esque. Francisco writes, those days max temperature in Bologna goes from, what, 35 to 38 degrees? Yeah, okay, that's just crazy. I really do understand why people would say, no, I can't work in these temperatures. I'll just lie down, like close the windows, or maybe have some window blinds and have some air conditioner and just sleep for, I don't know, for 1.5 hours. And then when weather gets better, yeah, you wake up again. So I really liked this part here actually. Yeah, I mean this is okay. This is basically ABAC in a way. Like an A. Well, some kind of A. Yeah, this. Wait, no. 3. Yeah, if I played that a little better. I mean, this is a nice doom bum bum bum. It's a nice afterthought, basically. So, Francisco, what are you working on today? I heard Cal is basically turning on his tube amps and speakers, so he's probably doing some guitar recording. That's even better. Francesco says, I have to fix some mixes for my next album. For your next album? Alright. When will it be out? Like this year? Probably, if you're just finishing the mixes right now. It will probably be out this year. Francesco says, I do a daily car test while bringing my child to the kindergarten. Oh, that's a good one. So does your child enjoy it as well? Or is your child like, oh no, Dad, I think the hi-hats, they need some more, some high shelf at around like 12K. You could do that. Francesco writes, hate this stage, but it's necessary. Yeah. I think it is. But that's usually a stage I skip over a little bit. I do listen on my smartphone, on my laptop, on my speakers here, and on some other speakers. But usually I'm just like, yeah, it's okay. Francesco writes, oh, he loves it. Oh, that's good. Well, my daughter right now is at a point where whenever I start to make music or sing or whatever, she's like, puts her hand on my mouth and or puts my fingers away from the piano and just no. And she really enjoys doing that. So maybe this will change. I don't know. But I'm still allowed to sing at sometimes. Sometimes it's nice, I think. Okay, I like this part here a lot. Hey, Francesco, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but what type of music do you make? Or are you, and that's a good question, are you on our live streaming community playlist already? I think you're not. Oh, yes, you are. Okay, sorry, we talked about this already. All right. Yeah, I remember. That was pretty good. Okay, we talked about this on the last stream. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to your new album. Any idea when this will be out? Okay, this will be kind of a post-mortem to the to this year. Francesco writes, hopefully I will release the album after the summer. I have to figure out how to promote it. Yeah, that's a tough thing to do. I'm looking forward to your schedule for the release to mimic it. Well, I can basically, what I can show you is, let me see, and that's something I think I should always do, but if I wanted to do it right, I would always do it like that, but I don't. So that's what I have here for. This is basically for single releases, but my release plan is basically release like a handful of singles. So the first marketing thing will start with that. So I will, like, every 4 weeks or so, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, release a new single. And when I've released like 4, 5 singles, I will release together with the last single, I will release the whole album. Yeah, something like that. So you have like 5 singles. That's 5 times 4 weeks. And then with the first single, you have like 6 weeks before that. Yeah, that's basically my release schedule timeline for each single. So it starts with the first single. I will have to have a photo shoot, like with landscape and portrait stuff done of myself or whatever. Then like 5 weeks before that, I need to have the master for Spotify at -14 dB LUFS, and for Bandcamp and SoundCloud, which peaks at like -1 and is a little bit louder. A text press release needs to be done at that point. A Spotify for Artists pitch should be done. The cover should be done. Cover for the vinyl mock-up thing. You can download this basically. Just Google cover vinyl mock-up PSD. It's pretty simple to do. Then, Facebook, Twitter cover with new music out now, which, for the release, or new music out next week. Cover mockup 1.1. Okay, that's yeah, different cover mock-up versions for Instagram, for Facebook, for YouTube, backgrounds for your music if you just upload it like that. Then a YouTube music video, like with either you playing the stuff, and then upload it to Spotify. That's all the stuff I would like to do 5 weeks prior to the release of the first single. Several reasons to this, but yeah, that's what I found to be, if it works well. So that's, if I had a chance, I would say like 5 singles. That's 5 singles, like 4 weeks between each single. Let's say 3 weeks. That's 15 weeks. Or let's say 12 weeks, because we do release just 4 singles. So it's like 12 weeks plus another 6 weeks, so 18 weeks before the album release, you should begin doing that stuff. And then obviously, you could. I'm always planning here on doing some ads. This is still in here, like for the last 7 days. The ads should be done so that you can actually, when the single is out, you can basically start. This is then just setup stuff. You just have to set all the stuff up on release day, and if you've checked all that, you basically, well, it's pretty good. Then it should be pretty good. And this is really just my plan, and I'm not so much focused on. So if you're interested, just well, I can link this. I think, yeah. If you like, you know what? I'll just link this in the. I'll just link this in chat. Wait, can I do that? I should be able to do that. Well, anyway, if you're Francesco, if you're interested, just let me know and I will do that. But yeah, I think if you start like 6 weeks before the first single, it should be okay. And this is not focused on any live gigs. So I think if you incorporate some live aspects to it, you should even start a little bit earlier. You could also start writing to blogs and all that stuff, and I think that should be done like even earlier. You should have a press release much sooner, and then also figure out which outlets you want to write that to. There are like outlets that need to have this way in advance, and there are ones where you can just send it 2 weeks before the release of the single, and they will be, maybe they write about it, maybe they don't. Yeah, but I figured it's so much work to do that, and in the past it never worked out for me. So there was never any site that actually wrote something about my music, and I spent a considerable amount of time, preparing a like this press kit with everything you would need to write about that. So yeah, I stopped doing that. Maybe I should do that again, but yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about this. Oh well, I can't, Francesca, I'm sorry, I can't share this this here without sharing my whole the whole table basically, and there are some sensitive informations in there, like addresses of people and stuff like that. So I think I won't be sharing that. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you like, it's basically it's pretty easy to do yourself here. Like you can basically, if you like, you can screenshot this, and then yeah. But it's really and honestly, sometimes I don't do any of this. And the single that was the most successful right now was the one where I didn't do any of it. The only thing I did was like 1 week, 1.5 weeks before I pitched it to Spotify artists, like via the Spotify artists form. That's all I did, and it was the most successful single. So you could argue maybe it would have been much more successful if I did all of that, and it probably would have been. But yeah, that's it. Oh, Francesco, you know what I'll do? I think maybe that will work. I'll just print that as a PDF and post that into Oh wait. Okay, wait. I think you don't need. No. Wait. Just this here. All right. Nah. Anyway. I think you will be able to figure out that. I would just make a screenshot and then I'll pause the video, make a screenshot, and then use this. Yeah, but that's usually what I'm planning to do. And most of the time I'm failing to do most of it. But yeah, if I had enough time and energy, I would do it exactly like that for each single, and then obviously also for the EP, for the album. All right. So I think this piece will go a little bit like this. We will start with like we did here, and we'll also go into that part, and after that we'll have some post-mortem like that, and then we'll go back into this part. Then maybe we'll go into another part like that. That's maybe a little bit more elaborate, and then we'll have another one of these, and then the piece is done. That's maybe a little bit too I don't know, maybe it's too obvious to do it like that, but I feel like it works. And this part, I mean, this part is nice, I like it. He's nice, but this in particular, I like that a lot. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can put this somewhere, but right now I don't really see it. So I think what I'll do is maybe I'll just record that, right? Francesco writes, how do you send press releases to SubmitHub? They need the upcoming Spotify link. Yeah, I mean, I think they would need the Spotify link, but you can't really get it. I think there is a way if you write to Spotify and ask them, please, could you send? But what I would rather do is, as soon as the music is available in your region, like your music is available in your region, I would just go and copy the Spotify link and let me see. Music. No, distrocate. And then just add the link to your music, like where is it? Submissions I've sent. Right, you can just go here and click on additional sources, because usually you would just have SoundCloud link maybe, or YouTube link, where people could just listen or preview the track, and then after it's out, I would just go to add sources and then add the Spotify link I have at that point in time. And then everybody who wanted to share your track will be notified, okay, here Felix has added a new link, Spotify link, and please do share it as you said. Yeah, that's what I would do. And I mean, I think you can also submit to blogs, right? I mean, I'm mainly focusing on playlists here with SubmitHub, but I think you could also submit to blogs. Let me see. Send to me submissions I've sent. Yeah, I think you could do that. And I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a bad idea to do that, because the people do read these blogs. I mean, it might be just a couple of people, but don't underestimate the power of one. Is something I've learned the hard way. If there's one guy or girl reading that blog regularly, and who, maybe he or she is an editor at some company that will do a marketing campaign, and she's always on the look for new music. That might be your first big sync deal. So you never really know, and I would just treat all sources with the respect they deserve. But yeah, and even if it's just, you know, a handful of people reading that blog, it's still good, you know. But just sometimes I have to take care of my energy consumption levels. So sometimes at that point I thought, okay, it's easier for me to just not look up all these blogs and write these press release kits, and you know, that's a lot of work to do that. So yeah, Francesco writes, great, thank you. That was not so easy. If it is the first time. You mean the oh yeah, I like this. I think the transition here is good. You know, that's I think it's a pretty good strategy to just have this playing in the background and talk while you're listening to it, because once there is something that is actually working pretty well, you will just be zoomed into it again. So it's pretty good. I like that strategy, to just do something else while listening back to an improvisation. Alright, that was also good. Yeah, you're welcome, Francesco. What do you mean by if it is the first time? Did you hear that person hammering outside? Like, it was just right on time. And I kind of like this thing as well. It's very Radiohead. Oh, but this... Yeah, this is good. I like this. That's perfect. It's possible to do it like that. Not entirely convinced, but it's good. I like it. As soon as the windows are open, things get better here. I'm not sweating like a madman anymore. Well, this is actually pretty nice. I like this. And then we can. Then we can return to that. I mean, all of that worked. All of that worked. A little bit different. This is okay. Yeah, we're just going to Hey, Peter is here. Peter writes, hello Felix, good morning. Is it warm over there? It is raining here all day. Oh god, what I would give for raining all day. That sounds just like a dream. No, it's just crazy fucking hot. The weekend was just like 30, 38 or 37. I don't know. It was just. But I mean, I was at the lake with my daughter most of the times. It was okay. And lots of like 2-year-olds in a grade, like yeah, I don't know, but it was still pretty nice. And then, you know, the weather service here was saying, okay, be careful, there will be you know, thunderstorm at night, and there will be rain and wind. And it was like, yes, please give me rain and wind and thunderstorms. Yeah, didn't happen. I mean, there were some like lightning flashes and some thunder somewhere, but it was just still hot. Didn't really do anything. So, Peter, I envy you for the rain, and all the trees here also envy you for the rain. Hey, but you're in the Netherlands, or where are you located? Ah, okay. Now this might be a way here to use this. Okay, wait, maybe. By the way, it's nice to see you. What you're working on, Peter? Peter writes, yeah, center of the Netherlands. Right in the middle. Alright. Yeah, like all good Germans, we obviously also spend lots of time in the Netherlands for holidays. Like people from West Germany do that a lot. And yeah. But I think I've never been to, like, we've always just went straight to the coast or to like Amsterdam. Or wait, what was it? Venlo. We've been yeah, but that was quite a long time ago. Oh, and there are many like outlet centers where you can get lots of clothes for cheaper than you would get them anywhere else. Peter writes, my first track to upload for Spotify got an account on repost. Oh. What? Ah, okay, so it's not like, okay, I read that like your track was accidentally uploaded to a different profile, because that did happen in the past. Peter writes, my first track to upload for Spotify got an account on repost from SoundCloud this week. Peter says, Amsterdam is better. Yeah, I think so as well. Like Venlo is more the city you go to when you're like a German kid and want to buy some weed legally. And I mean, a German kid would not be able to do that. You would have to be 18, I think. But I still consider people who are 18 years old kids. I'm just old. Just kidding. Yeah, Amsterdam is really a nice city. I liked it a lot. Been there a couple of times. Peter says, I don't smoke. Yeah, I don't either anymore. Like, I did in my, like, when I was like 15, 16. But yeah, I don't smoke really. I don't drink lots of alcohol. Sometimes, occasionally, I do drink, but it's really just once a year or so. Or it feels like it. You know, a little bit more often, but it's really like, yeah, I don't really enjoy that as much anymore. I like this part here. Now let's see how we managed to go to this. Okay, now we're on the F major. Okay, obviously that's pretty easy to do. Okay, and then we could just go to. Alright, so we have a different option. We also have a different option than just go A, B, then this middle part, A, B, middle part, and end. We could also take this here. Francesco says, lucky you, more money to spend elsewhere. I'm a whiskey drinker. Oh, yeah, that's expensive. I'm a whiskey drinker and collector. Is a bit expensive. Yes, yes. I mean, it depends what kind of whiskey you buy, right? You could just go to the cheapest store and buy the whiskey that, well. Yeah, but you know, many people I know do that as well. Like, and you know, when then they ask me, oh, would you like to have this very special bourbon thing, or would you like this whiskey? And it's all, I'm pretty sure it's really, really good stuff. And it, you know, if I smell it, it smells okay. But as soon as I drink it, it's like, I would rather drink some kind of Pepsi. No, not Pepsi. Pepsi is a bad example. But you know, some kind of self-made lemonade or something. I would always prefer that to whiskey. I don't know. I'm just not a man of culture in that regard. I just drink beer, and that's it from time to time. And there's actually a Polish beer I like a lot. It's called Tyski, and I like it. I like it very much. Francesco writes, well, usually what I drink is available just on whiskey stores. Yeah. I mean, the good stuff is usually, you know, not something you will find in your everyday supermarket. That's... Francesco writes, just Scotch and Irish and some Japanese. Yeah, I heard that, like, the Japanese... was it Scotch or was it whiskey? I don't know. I don't know. Some high-end alcohol made in Japan was kind of really the shit right now. Peter says they sell it at the Aldi. Well, I haven't been to Aldi or Lidl in quite some time, but I would think, you know, what you usually have is these. I would call them. These alky snacks, where if you're an alcoholic and you go to the supermarket, you get these small bottles and you just buy them and yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's some Scotch and whiskey in there, or just some. I don't even know. You know, I don't even know. It's oh yeah, I think. Well, this is actually pretty good. Well, I like this track. Peter writes, talking about German culture. Joking. That's okay. German culture, I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what culture means. Seriously. If you think about it, it's just really... You know, people use that in so many contexts that it's just... I don't even know what that means. But you know, there are habits people share. And habits that are unique to people living in a certain area. So, yeah, I don't know. And habits could be like, I just drink beer. But you know, then again, it's become so much more complicated with the internet that, you know, I don't think that there's this primary stream of culture. It's really just spread out in many different directions. Yeah, music, for example, you could be living in. I mean, we have people here from Laos, not from Tibet, but from not Tibet. You know, in the northeast from India. Forgot the name. You know, and you could be sitting in that country and just watch these live streams, and we can talk about Max Richter, and we can talk about you know, this ambient piano stuff, and you know, you're not limited to your local music scene. It's become global. So in a way, okay, I will stop. Nepal. Thank you, Peter. Nepal. It was Nepal, correct. So yeah, it's really. But still, I mean, there's some stuff like many Germans do like beer. But then again, I mean, who doesn't? But but seriously, I mean, beer is like omnipresent. Yeah, I mean, this here actually works pretty well as some kind of connector between this idea here. And obviously we can just get rid of the kick, right? That's another like element we could use. We could use a sub bass that's just enhancing the low end at some points. We can work on the side chaining here as well. So there is lots of stuff we can try. We can make this a little bit bigger, right? This I would call it chorus or something. It's just the motif we return to every time. This is a little bit too generic, but still kind of interesting. This chromatically going down in the bass. I like the first 2 or 3 steps. No, I think we'd have to alter that. No, just use that here as some kind of reminder that we can look at that. This can be some kind of... I mean, these parts all kind of work well together, I think, if we have these little connector parts. Get yourself an air conditioner. I did in my studio. Very good decision. The climate is changing anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I mean, you mean like we're all going to die anyway? Fuck it. Yeah. I feel like there still is. I mean, it's never black and white, right? It's like almost everything in life is there are way more moving parts to it than just one. But I still believe that you have some kind of responsibility. Of course, you could argue that it's a systemic issue, and it is a systemic issue. So I wouldn't expect you can't expect individuals to solve this. It has to be political. It has to be the economy has to play a part, but each individual also has to play a part. And I feel like it's right now at least this is fine for me. This is if it But there's a threshold. So if it was like this for the next 2 months, and then I would start to think about at least getting something, and even if it's just a small ventilator doing like this. So I think everybody can kind of do something, just a little bit. And right now for me, this is just, I already thought about buying a ventilator or something like that, but right now it's still fine. Like it's today, it's like, even if it's a couple of days that are hot like that, Peter writes, that is for sure, but not overheated. Dying. Yeah, dying of heat, it would be pretty. But I mean, let's be honest, we're far away from that point. I would rather think that I maybe not be as productive as I should be if it's too hot. But yeah, Peter says you can only play with one hand now. That's true. Nah, that's fine. Okay, that's kind of interesting, but. Now what I like about this here right now is that it sounds almost like... Oh no, I lost it. Where was it? So, sounds like there's a note missing because I was playing pretty quiet. Just the fact that imagining what's happening right now is like I said, it's like when I was like 10 years old or something, and I really remember these summers, which were we were like really hyped about some days when it was like 25, 27 degrees, and it was just awesome. And then there were some days in a year, but not every summer, but some summers where it was like almost 30 degrees, like. That was a little bit too hot, but we still celebrated that, and we were like on the street and with water and just doing. It was great. And right now it's just like every fucking summer has these days, and we didn't even have a longer period where it was just like 20 something degrees, and all the strawberries could start to become ripe and red and tasty. Right now we just had like a couple of days where it was 1 or 2 days here it was like 20 degrees, and now like up to 30 right away, shot up to 30, and now it's just chilling there in this temperature. So there's really something is really off. Something's really off, and I can tell. And if I imagine everything we do right now will only take effect in like 20 years. So it will just grow worse. It just grow worse for the next 20 fucking years. I think we're heading into great big disaster if that continues like that. And the people who pay the price are not only like we, but our children. They will have. It will be horrible. If Africa turns into this giant oven where you can't do anything anymore, except for just running away. There won't be like 60 million people fleeing their countries, and wars about water and stuff like that. But it will be a mess, and that's really not a future to look forward to. So and if that means I'm just using this fucking thing here instead of air conditioner right now, I feel like I can manage to do that, right? But yeah, then obviously, like there is this systemic part of it. Oh man, I like this. There's this whole systemic part of it where there are points in my life where I can't just try to buy your clothes in a completely renewable, like eco-friendly way. You could, and buy all your stuff in a way that's carbon neutral and do that, but it's almost impossible to do it. It's almost impossible, and that's not so. You can't really leave the consumers, let them alone with this responsibility. It should be really a team effort. Not not sure if I like this higher register here. I think. And I mean, right now, you know, it's still just a couple of days here in Germany where the temperature's like that. Hopefully, but maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know. Nah, I don't like that too much. Yeah, I think we can still use this idea. We can still use that idea here. Even though I'm not... You know, there are some neighbors complaining about children playing on the street.
Because it's too loud. They are singing and having fun and are joyous and all that. I hate it.
So they complain a lot about children singing and playing. And I really don't have any empathy for these people. I'm really sorry, but you know, now they're trying to shut down our kindergarten because of that. It's like, well, what the fuck? This kindergarten has been there for 30 years. You just moved in like 2 years ago. You knew what you've signed up for, and by the way, it kind of makes me angry. I completely understand that people have these issues with sound, and you know, I also do have some sounds that really do annoy me, so I understand that, but I don't know. Yeah, people are trying to shut down a kindergarten because
these are too joyous. I don't want anything joyous in my life. I hate it.
That's kind of interesting from it. I would take like 50% of that here. Like half of it was good and could be developed. Yeah, then we can go back to this. So I mean, I feel like we definitely have a track here that's okay, and it's not too much work to put this together. You know, if it wasn't working at this stage here, I would just abandon it, I think. But I think it's working. It's working well enough. So yeah, I think I mean, what we could do now is take all these pieces and just glue them together, and then see if we can just come up with something that works, and then later re-record that, like to make this one giant performance that's working, kind of. Yeah, and I think that's the best way to go. We could alternatively just write all of that down. We could just open the notation software, write all the piano parts, and then just play the piano parts. But you know, I don't feel like doing that for this piece. This is anyway such, you know, it's a very free form. Well, not too free form, but and that's so reminiscent of Radiohead. And reminiscent of Radiohead is really is a good way to put it. Like, you could also say it's basically just stolen. Yeah, but we have this aftermath, and then we go back to. I think I was just experimenting with how this could work out, and then it was repairing the piano. All right. Yeah, I think it's hot. Why it is so hot? I mean, I like this. No, there are like two small surprises in here. First of all, it's this. This is okay. Right, going down, and we're in F major, F minor, like, but with the raised fifth, so it's kind of a I don't know, something else. It's a major chord with a third in the bass, right? I like that. Wait, but it's really not the beginning that's good. I think it's really just this one chord. This one. Yeah, you know, we'll figure out something beautifully etheric, melancholic there, because you know I'm just a melancholic dude. Yeah, and I think we're approaching the 2-hour mark. I will still have to work on some music for a theater play later this day, and I won't be streaming that. So sorry, but I mean, I probably could even do that, but yeah, I want to keep the surprise. Yeah, this is kind of not sure about this here. It's a little bit too generic, I feel. Wow. Yeah, I did agree. Okay, then I'm just... Yeah, I think, you know, my goal for today is to have different pieces for this track and put them together. Maybe even record that. But that's just a big maybe. You know, just to have something we can go back later, can go back to later, and or maybe tomorrow just revisit that, listen back to it, and see if it kind of works. Okay, that's not too bad here. Again, you know, so now I'm really just looking for transitions. Peter writes, "Have a nice day, Felix. Like the progressing track. Wondering about how arranging it with instruments. Yeah, that will be another task. Yeah, especially because this track is really geared towards the piano. Sometimes it's hard to break away from that. If it's not. I mean, we could arrange that. Yeah, this could. Thank you, Peter, for noticing, for mentioning that. But this main melody could very well be played by strings. That would be beautiful, actually. We could do this kind of delay sound where it just decays. That here, this one. I think we'd rather do some kind of long etheric melody that works a lot with the Sunday, so something like something like that. Peter writes string quartet and synths. String quartet maybe, synth. Not sure. Yeah, what I'm kind of missing right now is, and you're correct in that assumption, is that a track where the synthesizers are really like kind of the core of the sound, and we don't really have that right now. So I'm also thinking maybe we need to do some more improvisation sessions on the synthesizers, which is usually, well, working okay. It's not like I think improvising on the piano usually yields much quicker and better results for me, at least. But I really miss the sound on this EP, at least right now. Yeah, no, this is original one by one Radiohead. Scatterbrain. It's pretty much that track. Scatterbrain. Yeah, we definitely cannot do this. That would be too close. Although it sounds nice, but right. That's probably because why Radiohead used this. Yeah, right. And then we're back here. Okay. Now what we'll do now is we'll take everything we have right now and put it together. Peter writes, everything has been played before and it's nice. Yeah, but you know, there's a certain, I would again argue with a threshold where if it's too close, like, and this what we have there was really just like not just 3 chords, which were very similar, but like 5, and also some melodic aspect to it, which was also similar. And at that point, I'm like, that's, and not even because we could get into legal trouble. That's something like, well, maybe, probably not, but it's more like I don't want to. You know, when I listen to a track and I hear like, oh, okay, that's one by one what Radiohead used in their song XYZ. I don't know. I don't like that too much. I think it's nice if you have a color in there that's reminiscent of that artist. But yeah, I think that was too much. I think this part was just can't find it anymore. By the way. Peter writes, avoiding cliches again. Avoiding. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. I'm not avoiding cliches in the end. I'm trying to as good as I can, but I don't. I usually fail, which is fine. Now it's more about avoiding, something like a quote, which is really recognizable as a quote, unless I really intend to do so. But I don't in this piece, at least. So yeah, but avoiding cliches is like my nemesis. Always trying to do that, but really most of the time I fail. Okay, you know what? Let's start putting this thing together. Okay, so in the beginning we don't have a kick drum. Let's put a marker here. Oh, you know what? Even better idea. Let's save this first as version number 7. All right. Let's say here start, and then we'll take all of that here, which came before. We'll delete that because we have a new version now. Right now, we still have the old version to refer to. Alright, and let's give the sidechain compressor here a little bit more to work with. And what I would also do is add a sub. I mean, I'm just, this is really just for mixing, testing, seeing if that works. We'll not do that for the entire thing yet. We'll do that later, but so this should be, wait, which key is it? We're in, I think in B minor, so, and we have the third in the bass, so that should be a D flat. Let's listen to that. Yes, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. And then we go there. 1, 2, 3, bam. Right. Perfect. And it's really just to see if the transition works into that part. Maybe we do have a better, better version of it. So in case you're wearing headphones right now, you will hear this, and it will make a difference. If you don't, well, you won't hear this. Right. Maybe we don't even need that. Let's go into the operator here. Let's add another octave. Always like to do that with operator. Right, and now we can just use a sidechain on that as well. And this is really rough and dirty right now. We'll do this much better, much cleaner later. So maybe more attack. All right. I feel like this kind of works. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, and I think, Peter, it's actually a good idea to have this here, the melody played by strings. With some glissandi right between the notes. And then they rise up. Maybe something like that. I didn't like the melody I produced here right now, but yeah, something in that. All right, then we have this here. Okay, let's take that. Yeah, no, we're just, in German I would say Malen nach Zahlen. See if there's an English translation for that. Color by numbers. I don't know if that actually is a thing in English language. Yeah, but right now we're just going through the motions and just taking all these different parts, putting them together. Peter writes, I really like the sub bass with it. Cliff Martinez does that a lot too. Yeah, I mean that's like an open secret that you can just use just one sine wave at the root note and just add that to it. And if you add, especially if you have a kick drum like that and you add some sidechain, like some gentle sidechain to the sub. Oh, I think right now we're adding like pretty heavy sidechain to the sub. Yeah, it kind of works. And it's usually a layer you don't really directly recognize or feel, but you feel it. Like, that's what I wanted to say. Like, it just gives this little fundament. And you don't even know if this comes from the piano or not. You know, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's just a constant fundamental thing you could, and then just take away as well. If it's away, you know, there's something missing. And that's how it's supposed to be. And it's really, like, I learned this trick from a British producer called Culprits. And he was mainly into like bass music, like bass heavy drum and bass, dubstep, you know, two-step, that kind of stuff. And I was watching lots of master classes with him, and yeah, at some point he was like answering a question from the audience on how he did that, how he made this awesome bass, and if he used some, I don't know, multi-band compression on how he achieved that. And he was, no, it's just a sine wave. Yeah, that kind of blew me away. But it totally makes sense, because that's what you're looking for, right? You just want this one single thing in the bass, and it really helps. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Cliff Martinez uses that as well, just like probably most other like composers, producers do. And the good thing about this one sub, just a sine wave sub, is it's very easy to control. You know, you just filter out the sub in most other tracks, or all other tracks, or maybe just leave in just a little bit for it to connect a little better. And then you can really just dial in the exact dB amount you have here, and really just control your sub bass perfectly. So, and especially when you listen back to that on a big stage or on a big system, whenever that happened, I used that, it's just brilliant. It's just, the sub bass just works. It's really heavy, and it's like the balls of the sound, the meat of the sound. The balls of the sound, no, sorry. The meat of the sound is really, it really works. Alright, now let's, wait, did I put that already? No, okay. Okay, here's another. Right, and here in the last repetition we have to use that, and I think, yeah, perfect. Alright, so we got this, and then we can just make that into one MIDI clip, and then I think we can just duplicate it, right? Oh yeah, I think whatever that was, I think it's from the piano. We can do something with that, some strings. Oh yeah, I feel like what we could do with this is maybe have just a single violin or something, and run that through a lot of effect processors here on the pedal board, and use like this ethereal background. But we would really have to work with a violin player here. Alright, yeah, live in the studio to make that work. Wait, didn't we have this? Let's listen to that here. Maybe that's a better version. Cal, I'll get to your question right away. I'll just try to. Alright. Cal asks, how long do you normally pitch a song before release on Spotify? Like pitch, you mean here on Submit Hub? I think like 2 weeks is a good time frame. You could even do less probably, but I think 2 weeks kind of works well. Or what do you mean by pitch? Like it also depends whom you're pitching to. So there are like these long lead titles that need to know what they will be publishing like months in advance. So if you're like half a year before your release, you send them your press release, the whole EP, and your photo shoot and all that stuff, and your biography, like everything that needs to be in this EPK, like. Yeah, and that will be good. And other like blogs and other magazines that are really have a short lead time. You can just do like 2 weeks before, 2 weeks prior to your release or something. Okay, editorial Spotify playlist. You mean? Okay, right. Well, honestly, I'm pretty lazy with that, so I want to do, like it's here. I want to do it 4 weeks before, like 4 weeks prior. But I did sometimes do like just 1.5 weeks before that. And honestly, this like again, the track that was the most successful one for me yet. I think like 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks, like close to 2 weeks before a release. I pitched that and was like, oh fuck, I still have to do that. I was really completely burned out and not able to do anything at that point. And I just wrote a small, like messy pitch, and yeah. That again tells me this pitch and the moment you pitch at is not as important as the music itself. And if the Spotify editors think that there is an audience on their platform for it. And if they do think that there is an audience for it, and if they do think that you're like serious about what you do, and you're constantly releasing music, and you really have a plan, and you want to do that, and your biography looks good, and and your data is not too bad as well, I feel like I wouldn't stress about this too much. Honestly, I think I would stress a lot more about writing good music. That's like it sounds pretty obvious, but yeah. And in a way, I think, of course, you're kind of dependent on one platform, like Spotify. What if Spotify goes out of business? Well, I would be pretty fucked, to be honest. But let's hope that this doesn't happen. And it doesn't look like it, honestly. I think Spotify is doing pretty well. So, I would not stress out about this too much, Carl. If you do it 2 weeks prior, that's fine. If you do it 4 weeks prior, that's also fine. Even if you do it like 1.5 weeks prior, it might be pretty close. But like 2 weeks, I think for me is like the dead zone. So if I see this release is in two weeks, I will write some pitch, and even if it's the worst pitch I ever wrote, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but right. All right, I think now that. Okay, I was just off a little bit. That's better. Kel says, I wish Apple were on par with Spotify in terms of tools for artists. Yeah, if Spotify goes bust, we are in trouble. yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I feel like maybe that's maybe Apple is just not that much into discovering indie artists and delivering them to an audience which might like them. It's more about it's not their focus, maybe, and that's fine. That's their business model, and it's okay. But I do think that they are missing out on something there. And I also do think that Apple has been not at least in the last decade, not the best in using artificial intelligence tools. And Spotify did that. They really bought all these companies that data science companies that basically analyze and all the data and see what who might like what, and that's one of their big advantages, I think. that you're actually able to discover new music there. And I wouldn't basically go to Apple Music to discover like small indie artists I might really enjoy. Right, I'm just rebuilding the bass line here from the piano, so it's really just the sub bass. Boom, boom. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Right, let's just take this one here again. Wait, no, let's put it there. And then I'm going down. Right, then I'm going down. Okay, that's another one. Boom, boom. Alright. I mean, that's also nice, whatever this is. Don't know. Alright, 28 degrees. Alright. Oh yeah, let's I mean, if we're that's a little bit too early to build all these sub bass things here, but still going to do it anyway. Yeah, and then we're in this other part territory here. There, we need to go somewhere else. Nope. Wait, I think I adjusted the volume here. That's bad. No, okay. It should be the same volume as this clip before. Cal asks, did you record the birds or are they sampled? No, they're really just... The window is open right now so that I don't boil alive here. Yeah, and it's just the birds chirping for other birds outside the window. That will not be part of the track. You know, if I close the window, it's pretty well. Birds chirping is pretty loud. Usually, that's one of the reasons why I just record later in the evening. Like if I really do. Well, for this project, I think it's fine because I kind of like this handmade lo-fi approach, and if I hear some birds chirping on the microphones in the background, I kind of like it, you know, or even like children playing. This one is a little bit, you know, with the windows open, that's a little bit too much. I would definitely close them for recording, but yeah, I think it's fine. But you know, if sometimes I'm doing this like recording sessions for other musicians, or and then I'm usually just doing that later in the evening when the birds are not there anymore and the street is kind of quiet, because then you really don't have any of that noise. And I mean, these microphones are highly what's this, gerichtet, like they really filter out most of the stuff that's happening around them, except for what's happening in front of them. So yeah, it's really not a problem. It's actually sounding pretty good, I think, the sound here. Yeah, but right now it's just the birds outside doing their bird thing. Right, that's good here. that's basically this thing here again. And then we have this. And then we go into this downward spiral. And then no, that's not it. Right. Wait. Okay, let's listen again. I'm kind of need some reference. Alright, this can go. Okay. So this can go as well. I know, wait. Wait, isn't there a shortcut to play from this marker here? So if I select this here, just play from that. I mean, I could do that. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's A. And then at this point here we'll drop the kick and we'll drop the sub and we'll have an idea of how this could potentially be. I think I still feel that there's a melody missing here. We built a great backing track for melody. Yeah, I mean, this is okay. Let's see what we have. That's not bad. That's not bad. Could use that. I think that's okay. This is this. Okay. That's exactly the thing we had right now. Yeah. And now? Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's a good transition to the A part. Okay, so this is the A part, and we have a good transition now. Yeah, in a way, we need to do it a little bit differently. No. Yeah, maybe one more bar. And then that's good to bring that back. Something like that. It's not about precision here. and then we'll just be here. Right, and we'll have this thing here again. Maybe with some variations, but no, this is really just sketching this thing out. Is there a volume difference here? No, it's the same recording level. Okay. I mean, this is pretty long at that point. I wouldn't expect this track to be that long. It's because I think it doesn't really carry that long. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, this one. I mean, this is okay. Let's take this. And we could use this as an exit from this here. Somehow bring that in somewhere. Yeah, okay. Let's listen to that. Yeah, I think maybe we need to return to this at some point, maybe at the end. So we have a very clean. It's not. It's okay. Let's say this track is, at this point, it's okay. Let's. This here and see what happens. And then it will end at like short of 3 minutes. I think that's, I mean, for now I would just leave it like that. We'll just leave it at this. Because I feel like it doesn't really carry like a 3 minute, even like almost 3 minutes is a little bit too long, I feel. It really depends on what else we find. if we find something interesting with the musicians we'll record this with. Yeah, maybe this can go even longer. Maybe we'll rebuild the whole thing. But right now, I'm not really sure about that. Anyway, yeah, let's listen back to this one once more. I think if this is recorded with some strings, this might be interesting, and if we add some stuff around it, it might be interesting as well. And yeah, that's too fast. We enter this too fast. Turn down the sub a little bit. It will take a little bit more time, like 20 seconds more or something. This is also a little bit weird. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I like this part. But also, again, you know, we created some contrast here. You know, the sub and the kick both break away. That alone creates some contrast. I mean, this can be like the bed in which we lay a great melody and some great sound design surrounding that thing. But structurally, I don't think it's that interesting. But maybe we just have to work on it more. You know. Yeah, and here it's kind of random. Yeah, I think let's keep it at that. One thing I would like to do is just take the older version and import that middle part that we basically deleted. No, this part here. Oh, let's import that into the new one. No. Because maybe we can use that. Maybe. Let's unlink these and let's put these tracks here as well. Right. Because maybe we can use this. I mean, I still like it. It's not... What if we... Wait, let's just try one thing. What if we... Okay, let's put that here. Let's, just for fun, add the kick drum. just a sub here. Yeah, like a D flat. And an F, probably. Yeah, and a C. And then it'll just C and D flat, E flat, probably now an E. Yes, I know myself so well. I'm just doing the same thing all over again, over and over again. All right. Okay, let's keep it at that. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay. Yeah, so this part, I mean, we might still use that at some point. I mean, and honestly, there is something to just this kick drum and the piano and the sidechain, obviously. You know, there is some kind of, I wouldn't say purity, but I mean, if you come from this here, and go to there, that's kind of good. I like that. So maybe what I'm thinking right now is, obviously we have this Radiohead-esque weird harmonic downward slope here. So maybe we'll not do that 2 times, but just once, and we'll then rather have a abrupt, like a build-up, and then we end in this. So maybe we'll build this up here. So what I would do, okay, so maybe I assume we'll keep on working on this because I have some like small ideas right now we could use here. So maybe this builds and builds. And then we're here. Whoops, not like that. Not like that. Let's do it like that. So we'll... Yeah, nah. We need to somehow arrive in this F minor thing in a way that makes sense. So here, right now, I think we're in C or in F major. You know what? We can just have this play and just jump here from time to time to see what happens. Nope. Yeah, I think we need to go from this here to this could work. Let's try this. So this is kind of weird, right? Alright, and instead of going down there, we just go here. Oops, that's 2. We need more time. Let's insert some more time. Then what? Well, yeah, it's kind of mess up. Yeah, no, I think it really needs to build up to this point. So let's try something. What key is this? Should be F minor, right? Yeah. Okay, so do some harmonic trickery, but it's not really that hard. I'm just looking for a good way to do it, not just any way to do it. So I mean that's the easiest way. Say, okay, that's our new root note now. That could work, but it's kind of not that elegant. So. I feel the best way to enter this part here is really to build up before that, like to really have this build up. So, but I'm just looking for a way to go there to obviously not it. Yeah, that's something we could do. So we could go. Something like that. I mean, it's pretty bad. I played it pretty badly. That's something that would work. You know what? Let's just record a small snippet of that, and just just add that later. So what I'll do is just. What do we do? Let's insert some time, have a kick drum, and try to record that. Now this is really just pretty quick and dirty. Okay. One. We even have some beautiful chirping birds, and we didn't record it. Let's take the last one. I mean, it's still not the best performance in the world, but again, this is really just a sketch. Right. Sub is going along pretty nicely. Boom, 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 down, and then after that we're basically where we want to be, and that's here. Let's delete that. Perfect. Yeah, maybe that needs some more building up, right? Okay. Yeah, this kind of works. Let's see where this goes and how we can back it to this here. Okay, and this here would be our F minor safe haven. No, let's just experiment. Let's try this. Okay, let's do this. Right, that's what we. Right, and we're slowly fading in that here and that here as well. Alright. Okay, and we also need this because we have some minor, major chord here. So the background, so let's. Yeah, and let's do that 2 times, like insert. Perfect. Well, let's open that up. Okay. So maybe we can start here with that sound and with that sound as well. I feel like fading that in is kind of, I don't know, it's indecisive. Okay. Yeah, maybe like that. You know, maybe we could do something like that. I think it still has to be shorter, a little bit longer in the beginning, but a little shorter here around that. Maybe here even a little bit shorter. Okay, you know what? Let's sit back, relax a little bit, and listen to the whole thing from the very beginning. And I will just say something if I don't like something. All right. Yes, I like to work like that. Just listen to your own work. This can be played by strings easily. I think it's a great idea by Peter just an hour ago or something. Yeah, and I think that kind of works. this obviously needs a lot more sound design and risers and for this to work. But I think structurally it's not bad. This is kind of going nowhere, this thing right now. Well, okay, this would make sense. So what if we just did that? Or another idea. I'm just looking for a way to make this transition a little bit easier. Wait, so let me just take this here. Okay. Consolidate that. New. And have this fade in slowly. Just like this here. Do the same with this. Fade this in here over right over this part, because by doing that I hope this transition from this part to this part will be less of a cut. I mean, right now this is again just a mock-up. Yeah, okay. Like bringing that back once more is a good idea. I think that should happen. So I think up to that point, a piece is not. I mean, it's okay. And this part, we'll have to figure that out. The backdrop is not really working that well with it as well. This, meh. That's the strongest melody. I mean, that's probably the only melody we have. So it's also the strongest one. I think featuring that in the end is also good. And then we stop. Like we'll short over 3 minutes. Yeah, well, it's okay. I think this track is okay. It's in an okay spot. And like a clockwork, we just arrived here. Almost 3 hours in. Yeah, I don't think we'll do much more today. I'll have this playing in the background right now. Thank you everybody for being here today. I think at some point we had quite a lot of viewers. Chat was a little bit slower today, which is also fine. I totally understand that. You know, and if you just want to lurk, that's great as well. So, thank you everybody. Hey Freya, you were also here. Thank you. Freya writes, thank you. Have a nice day. Hey Freya, thank you. You too. It was nice having you all here. Again, thank you to our latest subscriber, Schniffy Schniff. What a great username. I love it. Yeah, I think it's been a tough day. It's been a hot day, and it still is. So sorry. But yeah, this is my savior, for now at least. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Next stream will be tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central European Time, like always. I will now continue working on another piece. But yeah, if you would like, by the way, if you would like to support this channel, this community, this journey to a new album in some shape or form, there is a like button. That would help out. You can also, if you go to the description of this video, you will find several ways to support me in other ways. Or this project here. So you could donate crypto like ADA, Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDC, Dogecoin, or you could simply, you know, use good old fiat currencies like dollars, pounds, whatever have you. If you want to keep this project going, that would help a lot. Otherwise, I'm going to die. No, that's not the case. I'm doing okay. It's really just, you know, just trying to incorporate that into my into the streaming habits here, to say that. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching today. It was a pleasure, and like I said, tomorrow 10 a.m. Central European Time we will continue, maybe with this, maybe with something else, I don't know. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Have a great day and stay safe and all of that, you know. I'm really not good at these endings. See you soon.